Good morning. How are you doing today? He's a little pouty because his dad left him in the playpen. So mommy's here to save him. We're having lunch. We're having the insides of the pot stickers. This is chicken and pork. Yeah, I know. Yoy, yoy. Okay. And while we're having that, we're also going to give him some little spoon, carrot, mango, turmeric, coconut milk. You have it. This will balance out his meal, and hopefully he'll be a happy camper. He has been super, super, super needy. It's okay. I know, honey. I know. I know. He's like tattletaling. Like he's telling me that daddy left him. Brian's in a meeting now, so he can't have baby screaming up a storm in there. So he put him in the playpen real quick, and then the baby just started screaming. I mean, you can put baby in the playpen, but you have to kind of like slowly put him in. You can't just put him in there and then call it a day. No. You have to sit there, play with him, and somehow get him to a comfort zone and then sneak out. You know what I mean? That's what I do. So I play with him. 5 minutes later, when he's like happy and playing with his toys, sneak out and he doesn't even notice me gone. But if you just throw him in there, it's like a shock. It's like he's in shock mode and he's like, where is everyone? What are you doing? You're leaving me. Like he feels like you're abandoning him. So yeah. I mean, Brian thinks I baby him too much, but it's hard. It's hard hearing him cry unless it's bedtime, which is something that I've mastered already. But he doesn't cry that much. He just squeals, eat, and then he goes to sleep. Some days when it's really hard, he'll cry for a good 5 minutes, and that's it. I know, honey. I know. He's so cute, though. Okay, you want some chicken too? I'll get you some chicken. So we have chicken and pork chives. Yoy, thương quá. Thương quá. Huh. I got that yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy. Okay, baby is down for the second time today. I love doing nap times because it just makes me feel so good with his progress, his sleeping progress. You just put him down and he's out. Like it just gets better and better every single day. When he was a baby, it was hard, but now it's kind of like there's a routine that we stick to, and if we get off it, then all hell breaks loose. But there's a routine, and I feel very, very good and comfortable with that. And all I need to do is get myself on board with the sleeping so that I can catch up with baby during the day. But overall, he has just been so good. Sleeping, eating. The neediness is a little bit extreme, but it's really my fault. I keep picking him up. Brian doesn't pick him up at all. And when I did some research, they say that the best way to train your kids to not be like in the terrible twos is to basically leave them alone. And I was like, oh my God, whatever Brian's method is what they're telling me to do so that baby doesn't become crazy later. So yeah, it's one of those things where we need to find a balance. And I know Brian doesn't give baby attention, but he does care for the baby. He just thinks that baby should not be babied, and I think baby should, because baby is still a baby. And I think eventually when he gets older, then I will pull back and not pick him up as much. But for now, I just want to hold him because he's just like so, you know, he looks at me. He looks for he wants love. Does that make sense? So I want to be able to give that to him as much as I can until he doesn't want me anymore. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be soon. Like I keep thinking to myself, he's gonna be like, Mom, close the door on your way out, or Mom, I don't want to be around you, stuff like that. So We'll see, we'll see. Right now I have some free time, so I'm gonna just, you know, comment on some of you guys right here, your comments, and we address certain things because I haven't done this in a while. So here we go, here we go. From Steve Lee. Oh wow, I'm a survivor. My boo-boo Steve, yes, he sent me a balloon for my birthday, and it's been like a good 2 months, and that thing is still surviving. Like, baby is enjoying it. So thank you so much, Steve, for entertaining my baby even though you're not here. You sent a balloon. He's just yanking on it, playing on it, just like loving it. So thank you. Daisy Toe says, any body isn't the same after baby. Rest when you can. Yes, I feel like it could be the same if you did like exercises and stuff, because I don't feel any different in my belly or my downstairs area, but I feel like tired mainly because I'm getting older. So it really doesn't have, maybe there's a midpoint where there's both of the issues combined, like after pregnancy and getting older. So let's just say I never had a baby, I still would feel tired because I'm older now. So I think key is to exercise and get in shape, which I'm trying to do for my husband because he can do it for a good week, exercise, eating healthy, and then he'll stop because, you know, I'll bring some food home that's exciting to eat and he wants to be part of it. And I'm cooking for Vin at the same time. So when I cook for Vin, it's like I cook some rice and Brian sees the rice, so he's like, okay, I want to eat the rice too. So now we have to really focus on just getting his diet in check, and I have to be the one taking control because he has no willpower whatsoever. So Mama Min has to serve him whatever is good for his body for the day. And I really think health has to do a lot with food. Like 80% is what you intake. So if you cut out the carbs, you know, you can balance with some goodies, treats here and there, but mainly carbs like rice, pasta, bread. All those things really affect his body gain, weight gain. So I think I need to put my hands in and really control his diet. So Tina Lee says, hello, gee, where did you buy the big chandelier, the crystal chandelier? So, okay, this chandelier I saw on Restoration Hardware, and I was like in love with it. And I couldn't, I mean, I could buy it for like, what was it, $8,000, $9,000. Now it's a little bit cheaper because it's been a couple years. But I just didn't feel that it was worth that much for just a ball of shine in my house. So, and I wasn't living in my house at the time, so I didn't think of anything. But now that I'm here and I want to get this house together for Scooper mainly, and just make it nice all around for us as a family as well, I researched it and I found a cheaper version, and turns out to be even a better looking chandelier than Restoration Hardware. So let me tell you guys where I got it. Let me look. It's from this website called Italian Concept. So if you go to italianconceptusa.com, the chandelier is called Orb, and it's an iron orb crystal chandelier. I got the 60-inch one. They sell it in 40, 50, something like that. Much smaller. I got the biggest one because go big or go home. Okay, I know it's huge for this house, but I don't care. It's one of those things where when you go on a ride, like if you go to Universal Studios, if you guys have ever been, and you're in the little boat, and like the dinosaurs or the alligator gets way too close to you and you're sitting in the ride, that's how I feel when you walk up the stairs. You're walking up and the chandelier's in your face, too close to you, but I'm loving it. I'm just like, whoa. It's like a piece of art and almost like a museum in my house. So yeah, you get the full effect. And every single time I walk up and down the stairs with Scooper, he's always like, whoa. Anyways, yeah, it's about a good 2,000, but I contacted the person. I said, can you give me a discount? And I think he gave me a good like couple $100 off, so a good 1,700. Yeah, way cheaper than $8,000 at Restoration Hardware. So yeah, ItalianConceptUSA.com. Good luck. Sweet and Simple Sammy says, I love his transition from crying to laughing at the beginning. He goes from no daddy to yay, it's mommy, yes. So this morning, I wish I would have gotten my camera ready and captured it, but he was just hanging in the room with Brian and playing with the truck, and I opened the door, just peeked in a little bit, and he just threw everything and just came to mom, and I was like, oh my God. I will get it. I'll get it on camera because I definitely want to see him excited to see me. Because I'm excited to see him too. Chell Bell says, Ryan is getting cuter and cuter every day. Thank you so much. Film Tran says, super cute. Love to see when Brian records Ryan. Brian needs to do it more often because I feel like he's with baby a lot of times, and baby does a lot of things that I don't get to see because I'm like trying to catch up on my sleep in the morning. So he should do that, and also talk as well. Brian doesn't talk much. He should. I mean, he was the one who got me into vlogging and telling me to just capture this moment and try to practice speaking in front of the camera without being like shy. So he should do it too, because that was his idea, to get comfortable in front of the camera, and he's not talking at all. So anyways, Huyn Miles says, that smile priceless. Yes, baby, my baby. Helena says, he's adorably cute. Thank you so much. Alyssa Nguyen says, he tired from working a lot, work, study, and house. Yeah, so if Brian does not start in the house soon, I am going to hire people to get the house together, because, you know, it keeps getting delayed, and Brian, he keeps saying he has time, and then he racks up on work, back and forth, so it's like, when do you really have time? So I'm kind of like, okay, if you can't do it, then let me hire someone. He's like, no. Anyways, I have to sneak it, because he's just going to be like, he's the demo police. The guy who stops everything from moving forward because he thinks he can do everything. Jenny Hoffman says, that is mama's boy. He looks just like you. I hope so. Everyone keeps saying he looks like Brian, but we'll see. We will see. Subin Mabel says, I think child needs more care from the mother's side than father. Poor child crying all the time, and a hug close to us is great comfort. Then you can comfort his appetite. So far he is mama's boy, but he's doing better with papa independent. Like, he's just, I'm a man now, I'm free. That's okay. Sarah Chang says, Tokyo Central is the best. They have good food there. Yes, they do. They have great sushi. They have lots of variety, Asian food, and there's just something about Japanese supermarkets it's just so appealing. It's nice and clean, it's organized, and there's so many things that you can just look at and want to try out. Angie Lou says, for more safety, I think you need to remove the bookshelves in another room. I love all your clips, and your son is so cute. We thought about it, but I feel like the bookshelves kind of help him reach up and stand, and like keep him stable. We do need to move all the stuff out. We've been doing it slowly, and it'll be clear for him to just kind of use as something where he can practice walking. But right there, we leave it there just so that the door can stay open, because somehow that door kind of like clinks onto the bookshelf to keep the door open, because that door kind of closed back and forth, and I'm not really comfortable with the door going back and forth, because baby can get his, you know, fingers caught in the corners, and like if the door closes, then, you know, problem. So yeah, we will just empty it out and just let him play, because so far he's been doing well, not touching stuff that it's too heavy. Like if he sees like small knickknacks, he's gonna go after it, and then he's just gonna like you know, get things in his mouth. Crazim says, gonna refer to all your videos when a baby comes. Oh, thank you. Hers, hey, the body. Okay, our daughter did not sleep in her room until she was 7 years old. She's now 8 and sleeps with us once in a blue. I mean, it's nice to sleep with your baby, but my baby is such a light sleeper, so every movement, every little like sound, he will wake up to for sure, and that's gonna keep me up all night. And if I sleep with him, he's always gonna want to use me as a pacifier. Like, he won't let go, and if I pull out, he's just gonna be like, ah, and then wakes up. So it's just good to just bite my tongue and make him sleep in his own bed in that room by himself. We should move him to his own room instead of having in my room and us sleeping in the office, but we'll see. We gotta get this house together like pretty soon. Okay. How do you prepare or cook the crabs? How do you eat it? Is it like chips? Yeah, those crabs, those mini crabs that I had the other day, they are crab chips. Basically flash fried, I suppose. They're really sweet, Brian says. I don't really like to eat a whole crab like that, but he does, so he enjoyed it a lot. You can get it from Tokyo Central. Miss Blue Flower 25 says, as a mother, we'll always want to cuddle and spoil our children, but don't overcome because it can cause a problem as well. Yes, I know. He just like, I can't help it, okay? Nicole Hyman, Ryan is so cute. I'm addicted to him. Can you provide the link to the Breville oven you have upstairs, pretty please? So I'm gonna link it into my Amazon store. This is where I put all the things that I recommend. You can go there. It's in the description box. So whatever I buy and I think is cool, I'll definitely put it in that area for you guys to shop. Okay. How you marinate the Korean barbecue? How I marinate it is I buy this Korean barbecue marinade from the Asian Costco, which is Canton in LA. You can Yelp that, Canton, Canton, and they have two brands, CJ and another one, I don't know what's called, but it's right next to each other. And I just grab one of the bottles, pour it in, get some water, like a good cup or two, pour it in, and then if I really want it to be tenderized, then I put in a can of Coke and then leave it overnight. What's important is that you do not leave it over 2 or 3, 4 or 5 nights, because once you do that, the meat just starts to get like, it falls apart. It's just very like powdery tasting, like it breaks everything was broken down, all the particles, so it was no good. So marinate it for just 1 night and cook it right away to eat, or freeze it, okay? Do not leave it in the refrigerator for a couple days, because we did that because Brian said he was going to pack it into bags and put it in the freezer, but he was so busy he didn't do it. And so in a couple days I did it and I tasted it and I was like, oh my god, this is just ugh. Anyways, but do it right away, and then when you're ready to cook the Korean barbecue, I would add in like onions and garlic about a good hour before, just to get the fragrance into there, you know. You can add pineapples, but I'm not a fan of pineapples cooked or in my food. I like them fresh, but I don't like it in my soup, like ganju, you know, none of that, okay? So that's how you do it. Emmy Meets World. We're big fans of following your daily life and watching Scooper grow. Emmy is just a month behind him. Thank you for following. It is a crazy journey, but I am surprisingly enjoying motherhood. Bernard Amador says, hi, and that sushi you buy looks so yummy. Your son is getting more cuter every day. Thank you so much. Sushi was yummy. Holly B says, I love your videos with Ryan. He's sleeping so well. Do you have any tips for sleep training? My son is 12 weeks and will be out of the swaddle soon, and I'm already dreading the 4-month sleep regression. So we thought we were going to have a 4-month sleep regression too, but we started training him at 4 months, the cry it out method. First day, about 30 minutes. Second time actually, about 20 minutes. And third time, it's about 5 minutes. Something like that. And now he's just been doing great. He didn't have like a sleep regression until Brian, my husband, would drag him out of bed just to cuddle, and that's when he got used to being around us, and it was hard for him to sleep. So if you're gonna do the sleep method, you have to stick to it. You can't go back and forth. If you go back and forth, you're gonna be stuck with the baby till 7 or 8 years old. I know a lot of people who have kids that sleep with their parents until like 15 or like sophomore, freshman year. of high school. Okay, so if you want to sleep with your baby, that's totally fine, but for us, I think it's good that baby needs to be in his own bed. So cry it out method for us worked the best, and it's kind of brutal, but you just gotta nip it in the butt and be like, it's tough love kind of deal. Okay. Kathy Tran says, oh, Brian, listen to this one. My husband's walking around. Kathy Tran says, if you're selling your old truck next year, once you buy your Tesla, please let me know.
Why would we not keep both trucks?
Oh, wow. You see, this guy wants to keep everything, and he stores them in boxes everywhere. And now, actually today, I have been looking around the whole house for a camera that he placed somewhere, and he needs it for his job.
Away.
Buy another one. I'm going to buy another one. That's what he says every single time.
For work.
That camera was like literally 360 camera was like $400, and he's like, okay, just buy another one.
I need it for work. If you can't find it,
if you had packaged it in a certain area where if it's so important, then maybe you wouldn't have like be in this situation now. Anyways, we will let you know if we sell the truck. All right, so Daisy Toe says Lysol or any disinfectant liquid can leave residue on surfaces, which isn't safe for babies to ingest. I'd use something baby safe for things that babies can't put in their mouths. Yes, they only love our phones, remotes, car keys, not the toys we buy for them. Mm-hmm. We do disinfect our phones, and then I wipe them down with the water wipes, like these things. So I know it leaves like a residue, like even on my counters when I wipe them down, or like the restroom, there's like a weird kind of texture. So after that, I wipe it down with a towel, even my countertops. So he doesn't play with our phone often. Just whenever he sees it, he just starts to go, ha, I got it. And I'm like, okay, great, give it back. All right. Vivian Pham says, your husband is horrible. He begged and begged you to have a child. He made all the promises to help out. You go through all that, and what does he do? Leaves baby begging for his attention. How do you trust someone like that to be a good father and attentive father? I'd be beyond pissed off. It's his child, and he treats your son like he's just a temporary babysitter until you take over. I feel so bad for you, and shame on him. I think Brian's way of training baby is to like leave him be, like let him explore his own world and like his own brain. Just let him roam around. And some people think it works, some people don't. Like I for sure will pick baby up all the time. But like I said earlier, I did some research, and it was saying that there's no such thing as a terrible 2 stage. The only reason why there's terrible 2s is because you're constantly babying your child, and if you just leave your baby alone, then the baby won't have any tantrums during that terrible 2 age when they can really understand things. So he's kind of only like kind of prepping baby for that. I mean, he does put aside some time when he's not working to hang out with baby. It's a good half an hour here and there in between meetings and such, but to constantly hold baby, he does not want to do that at all, because it just makes baby thinks that baby can get away with everything, which he does with me. So we have our ways of doing things, and he's trying his best. I know he said 100%, but it's difficult for me to completely let him have 100%, even though I said he should. But like, for instance, if he's taking care of baby and I don't do anything, he will literally take baby and put him in a different room while he's in a meeting, and that's the room over there in my master. He'll put him in the playpen, and like I said, you have to slowly put baby in the playpen. You have to go in there with him, play with him, and then wait a couple minutes till he's comfortable and set, and then back out of the playpen and disappear, and he'll be like okay. But Brian, he just sets him in there and goes to work, and then baby just goes hysterical. Like he's just like ah! So if I were to let Brian do 100% and sit here and let baby cry, that makes me feel a certain way. So I can't do that. I have to go in there and be like, okay, let mama pick you up and hug you. So either it's up to me to let that get pass by, or or chime in with myself. So I chime in, okay? He also said he could hire a babysitter, 100% his care, which is hiring babysitter. That's what he thinks. But in this moment in time, I'm not really comfortable with a babysitter, and also with the whole COVID thing. You don't know what's going on with the daycare centers, like where the kids have been, what they've touched, who they've, met. And so since I'm kind of home anyway, and I kind of do enjoy hanging out with babies, so it's not 100% for Brian's part. And it's really difficult for him when I keep coming in and telling him what to do when he's doing it his way. And somehow it works. Somehow it works for him, and somehow it works for me and for us all around. So, I was disappointed at first, but I have to be reasonable that he has meetings and he can't have baby yelling in his meeting. Instead, he has to put baby in a different room. And if I'm just sitting there watching baby cry all day, it makes me feel like, oh, no, I can't. So it's stuff like that. So, yeah. Annie Q says, Scooper is looking more and more like Ryan. Look like mommy, please. Donna Tran Walker says, sending you hugs. Parenthood is a tough gig, but the days will get easier, I assure you. I have 3. Yes, definitely see that. Baby is getting much, much more easy every single day. Serena Vu says, you sound drunk at 2:55 a.m. Most likely I am. If I'm slurring my words and I'm talking like my eyes are really heavy, then yeah, I'm drunk. West Love says, was going to ask you, how have you been? But never mind, you're a beautiful person inside, Minnie. Don't ever forget that. Things will not work themselves out, but you will work them out. Thank you. I hope so. T. Lee says, cut his nails when he's asleep. No, we can't do that. He's a light sleeper. I have to cut his nails when he's staring outside and like doing something else, like distract him. Quinn Mel says, take care. And Min, I know how you're feeling about parenting. I have twins and it's tough, but we make it. Yeah. Wow, twins. You know what? I would love to have twins. If I had to turn back time, I would definitely have twins. 1 shot, 2 babies. Then I wouldn't have a nagging husband who wants another baby. Lam Lung says, baby Ryan is so cute. Love his eyes. Can you please share his current sleeping schedule? Love his head is in the 99th percentile. Okay, so sleeping schedule. He goes to sleep around 9 p.m. and wakes up around 6 a.m. latest 7:30 a.m. depending on, the day. And some days are on and off, but only about an hour to an hour and a half. So from there, I would calculate 4 hours. So if he wakes up at 6 o'clock, I would put him down at 10 a.m. If he wakes up at 7 a.m., then I would put him down at 11 a.m. And he sleeps for a good hour and a half. So around 12 or 12:30 is when he'll wake up. And then from there, I would give him around 3.5 hours. So either 3 or 4 p.m., I'll put him down for a second nap. And he'll sleep for a good an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how well he did his first nap, okay? And then he'll play all day until 9 p.m. and that is the whole cycle all over again. And it has been amazing. So, yes, that is what he does every single day. Mary Hienvo says, hi, can you give me the link to those scissors? I've been trying to find something like that. Once again, you can check out my Amazon storefront to see what all the stuff I recommend. It is crazy how much makeup can change one's appearance, says Marcy. Yes, I am definitely transformed when I have makeup on. That's the beauty of it. Makeup is just something that you can play with, be artistic, and just, work with your features to make things look cute. Okay, Anna Lou says, you should compare the prices as well for the money, which is the better value. This is referring to my Remington versus Man Groomer. So I think Man Groomer and Remington, both of them are the same price from what I remember. But all in all, I like the Remington better. And I have the Man Groomer on standby in case the Remington is out of batteries. So stuff like that. Angelina Athancio says, you look like J-Lo. Or J-Lo looks like me. Okay. All right. Michael H says, did AT remove her YouTube account? I think AT's on pause now. She has her YouTube videos that she posts every week, once a week, but because it kind of is a conflict of interest for her work, so she's just cooling off for a moment now. So she'll be back, and I'll let you guys know when she'll be back, because you want to keep your professional business separate from your personal. And sometimes when people at work check out your personal and they start to react a certain way, then it's kind of like, okay, that's not good. So you gotta just back it up a little bit. Once everything is clear out of the water, then you can just put your foot back in the water. So that's the situation. Leela says, you could take magnesium supplement for headaches. It's safe for breast milk. I have just been taking water, no medications except for like Smarty Pants or like vitamin C, just to be healthy and stuff, and multivitamins, but I don't want to take anything that can affect baby, and at the same time I don't want to take a whole bunch of pills. I can do that in my 80s. Okay, so Lala TT3 says, I'm glad you've changed your mind since this video. You make such a good mom to Ryan. This is referring to my motherhood and why I don't want to have kids. I hope so. I mean, right now I'm seeing that I'm starting to give in to everything baby wants, so hopefully he does not come out completely like entitled and whatnot. So yeah. Angie Blast says, miss the old times with my baby boy. Now he's almost 9. Whoa. Time will fly by so fast, and I'm gonna miss baby being a baby. So sad. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna go downstairs and start cooking because I am trying to get Brian's diet in check, and so we gotta make sure that he doesn't get to the refrigerator before I cook, which is a rule that I said today, that he cannot touch anything in the refrigerator. But you know how he is. He's like a little mouse, like a little ratatouille mouse going in the kitchen and just snackarooing, and then he wonders why he's 163 pounds. All right, so let's go cook some chicken. So hubby came down to ask me if he can have a yogurt.
120 calories.
Anyways, I just deboned the chicken thighs, and what I'm gonna do is poke holes into the chicken with this thing because I want it to be nicely marinated. So just keep pushing holes in the front and the back of the chicken. I guess it's a way to get the seasoning to be marinated well, because sometimes it's just on the outer surface only, and it's nice to get it, you know, soaked in. This is a really nice product. You can use it on steak as well, and it'll somewhat tenderize the chicken. Yes, and the steak.
It's very sharp though.
Huh?
It's very sharp.
Yes, so be careful.
You cut yourself last time.
Yeah, I did. That's why I said be careful. What I just like to do is zigzag to get as much in as possible. I don't cook much often, but I had no idea that when you season with salt and pepper, it's just on the outer surface. It doesn't really soak in because it's not liquid. It's just a rub. So I'm like, oh my God. So I could put this in the refrigerator for 12 hours and it'd just be on the surface. Who knew? I thought that the liquids from the chicken would marinate with the salt, the seasoning, and that would create that, you know, that wet marinade that would soak into the chicken. But BK says no. So we have to poke holes to get the salt and pepper inside.
To get the marinade inside.
Yes, but if you're using the dry marinade, then it won't soak in unless you poke holes.
Would it even go in? I think you need some liquid to transfer it in, no?
I feel like the liquid's from the chicken. There's already liquid on the chicken. It's not like the chicken's dry. No?
Well, I guess after you cook it.
You want to eat dinner or not?
I'm kidding. Your Yoshinoya beef was good. I'm looking forward to the Yoshinoya chicken.
You know what? The Yoshinoya chicken and the beef have the same
Flavor?
ingredients.
Similar, yeah.
Like almost 90% the same.
Except for the chicken and the beef part.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, that's interesting. The only difference is that the chicken doesn't have dashi. That's it. But it has the same exact ingredients to make. So technically, Yoshinoya beef is teriyaki beef, not gyudon.
Isn't gyudon teriyaki?
I don't know. I didn't look it up. But it's the same exact ingredients, which makes it so much easier because I have a hard time memorizing recipes, even my own. So I have to go back in my blog and check out my porridge recipe and whatnot. So this is why people have a cookbook. But it's good to, you know, put it down into your iPhone, the ingredients. And
Why don't you do a bunch at once and then just freeze it?
what do you mean?
Can't you just do a bunch of this, prep it, and then just freeze it? And the next time you want to cook it, you defrost it, good to go?
But then it's not going to be soaked in right away. And the
Yeah,
chicken
what?
didn't take a long time to defrost. It just took like
Yeah, but all this prepping, you could do it all at once instead of
with the seasoning?
with everything, yeah. Seasoning, the cutting, like you could do a whole bunch. Marinate all at once and then put it in a freezer bag.
Oh, like how you told me to marinate the barbecue beef and you said you're gonna put it in a bag and then you left it there for days and now it's bad?
It's not bad.
It's not good like it should be. No, I'll do it my way, okay? I'm in the kitchen. I have all day to hang out since you need to take care of baby 100%.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Are you done?
I'm done. Okay, time to cook. I got my oil on the pan, non-stick pan. Here's my marinated chicken. It was marinated for a good, I would say, an hour? Skin down first. Skin down first. And while it's cooking, cheers. I just breastfed baby, woke him up. It's about 5:40, so right on time. And I have a good 3 hours to drink and get this out of my system before I put him down at 9 p.m. Let's get in closer. Yes. Okay, I just flipped it over, looking good and crispy. After a good 10 minutes of cooking the chicken, 8 minutes on one side, or 7, and 3 on the other side. And we have the teriyaki sauce sizzling. And I'm gonna put it in just a second. And now the chicken is in. Cook it for about a minute or 2 and we're good to go. Teriyaki is done. Moving on to the shrimp. So you gotta let this sit for a moment so it could, you know, seep in all that oozy goodness. Got my oil on the grill or on the pan. Ready to rock and roll. Yeah. Here we go. This is my honey shrimp recipe that my sister picked out for our cooking club. We're still doing it. Got the olive oil in there, and all I have to do is just put the shrimp in. Whoa. There she goes. Almost done. Caramelized honey shrimp. My food's ready. We got the teriyaki chicken and these scrimps. Hopefully it tastes good because every time I cook, I always feel like I'm not doing it right. But, you know, I'm trying my best and hopefully I'll get better in time.
You trying to be humble?
All right, so bon appetit. We don't have green onions. It's okay, right? Is it okay, Scoops? Look at him. He's smiling. Hi, Kong. You okay? You okay? All right, here you go. Bon appetit for hubby and me, okay? Brian, don't try to eat this whole thing by yourself, okay? Please.
So for both of us.
And this is for Vin if he ever gets out of his room.
So let's go upstairs.
Yeah, okay, sure. Should I put it together? Is it weird to put the shrimp and the teriyaki together or separate?
And just throw more shrimp here.
You want more shrimp here? Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Thank you. Vin, it's dinner time! I feel like mom. Dinner time! I'm gonna feed baby while Brian eats, and once Brian's done with his leftovers, I'll eat it. Wait, let me show them how cute it looks. There it is. Okay. Your opinion is not my concern, okay? Okay? Kakong. Anya. Yo. I love you. I love you. We're having quinoa, butternut squash, kale, apple. Yeah. Brian's gonna share some of his chicken. Share, okay? Jeez. And not the shrimp because the shrimp has honey in it, and honey is not good for babies under the age of 1. It's very deadly, okay?
Better than Yoshinoya again.
Let me try.
That's a nice crunch.
I've outdone myself.
Once again.
I think I would ease you off on the glaze and not put glaze on top of it. That's just preference. Some people like...
No, but I'm mixing it with the cauliflower and it absorbs it. So.
Oh yeah, okay. How about the shrimp? Is the shrimp good? You know, it's not good to get a review where you go, that's it.
The shrimp is marvelous.
It has a pinch of honey and a touch of soy sauce. All right, so cheers to a successful dinner.
Good job.
Yeah, it has some sweets, so hubby doesn't go crazy with his diet.
And has
but
good
at
spice.
least we cut out the carbs. The spice, because I add some really hot chili in the marinade. So yay! Cheers.
Spice is good. Yeah. Way better than Yoshinoya.
BK loves Yoshinoya because he grew up with it and his mom used to work there. So when his mom would get off shift, she would get like a bunch of food for them. So it's kind of nostalgic to them.
Oh, it's good. Tasty.
Gone? What is it? What is it, honey? Here, let him have some chicken. Just a little bit.
Some of mine?
Oh, I show him. Just a small piece. Just give him a small piece. Don't cut it off.
Well,
Okay, here, I'll
tear it off.
Okay. Chicken? Num. Yo, huh? Yo. I love you.
Sauce is wonderful.
That's more like it. That's a review I want to hear. And we're gonna enjoy our meal and spend some quality time. 4th of July is right around the corner, so I'm super excited for baby's first explosion experience, and looking forward to many more. Go ahead, eat it. Alrighty guys, today food was a complete success and I'm happy that I'm able to provide food for my family that they can enjoy. Brian had a virtual happy hour with his friends or group, whatever he has on his own thing, and he was like, I want to drink if you drink. So I drank before I was supposed to. Usually I time my drinking with baby's schedule, but this time I just went on a whim and I drank, and I didn't have time to feed baby before he went to sleep. So he actually went to sleep starving because he usually drinks my boob and he falls asleep, and I tried to give him the formula but he refused the formula, and it was just so difficult, and I felt so bad because it's like he just wants mama and I can't give him my boob when I drank, you know what I mean? It hasn't gone through my system enough for me to give him that. And so I feel like we need to find a median where we can take care of baby when I'm not around, you know what I mean? He's so used to being mom around, and now it's gotta be like, hey, you gotta be able to be okay when mom's not around with the bottle. But so far he's doing okay because mama put him down without a feeding, and hopefully he'll be good for a good 9 hours. Alright guys, so thanks for watching today, and I hope to catch you guys tomorrow. Chilling with my brother here, Vinny boy.
It wasn't that large. I could fit through the hole.
Thanks for watching, guys.
The only little clearance round. That's how small the hole was. It wasn't this massive cave in.
Baby is out.
He came vertical through that thing.
Yes.